Okay, got you. Here's the design that I created on Procreate. Then I create a rectangle shape, which is the stem for the bookmark. The width is up to you since the wider it is, the more support the bookmark will have. This is optional, but you can also round the corners of the rectangle. This acts as a guide for you to know where to fold after it's cut. Then I select all, duplicate, and flip it horizontally, and then attach them like so. And now you have your bookmark ready. I exported and imported to Cricut Design Space, and I did the same thing for other designs here. I find it useful to create a rectangle the size of 6.75 by 9.25 in the back. Helps a lot when it comes to arranging artworks on the canvas. After that, I hit the guide, select everything, attach them, and now you have your project ready to go. But before you start printing, I'll show you how I set up my paper. Everything here that I use is on Amazon. So, cardstock paper for durability. I have yet to found a nice cardstock paper that can print as high quality as my sticker paper. A sticker paper alone would be too thin, and of course we want that thickness. Let me use a different paper. I see a mark on here. What I'm gonna do is peel the sticker paper and stick it on top of the cardstock. It doesn't have to be too exact side to sides because when you print and cut, it only matters this area in here. It does feel like a waste of material, but the quality is so much nicer than printing straight from the cardstock. So this is what I'm doing. You can use photo paper too, but I found them a little bit hard to fold. I peel it out a corner like this. To make it easier for application, I would fold the backing paper, stick just this part first. Then when it is secure, you can remove your hand and hold it like this. And then slowly, as you peel, you press the other hand. Now we have very thick paper. Don't forget, if you can't tell the texture very well, do not forget which side is the sticker paper side. But if you feel it, it would be much smoother. This one is a bit rougher. You can even tell by the sound of it. But yeah, I'm gonna load this in, have it printed, and I'll be right back. So here's how it turns out. I'm going to laminate before I put in the cut machine. I'm using the Avery laminating sheet, cold laminating sheet. I'm just gonna use my nails. You can use anything. Use my nail to mark where to trim the laminating sheet. I make sure everything clean. I'm gonna roll up my sleeve because my sleeve might have some cat hair, even though I try to keep them out. I'm gonna place it like this. Again, one more time, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing here. I'm gonna push and roll everything upward. There you go. Even though this is cold laminate, I will turn it on hot, and instead of waiting for it to completely heat up, I would just run it like that. So it would be warm instead of hot. And I can borrow just a little bit of heat to have it press a little bit better and more smoothly without curling everything. As you can see here, everything is so smooth and nice now. I'm just gonna use my double-sided tape to secure it just a little bit better down here. So for a Cricut machine, and especially when there's glossy involved, I like to keep the top part closed. And it will be even better if you turn off all the lights when it's reading the marks. And for the setting, I would put it at the highest setting, which is poster board plus. It would mean that it will cut twice. So now that it's done, I change the dial to poster board and then hit cut again without removing it. And that way it will continue cutting without having to scan again. For removing this, I'm gonna check if it cuts fully. Okay, it does. So it's ready to be pulled out. While it was cutting in the background, I prepared the magnets. The best way to do this is to have a pair before you stick them to the bookmarks. I already have these 3 pairs prepared from the last time I made bookmarks, so I'm gonna cut apart all these squares now. The reason why I'm doing this is because some squares, when you put together, they don't align perfectly. There's a gap here, as you can see. I personally do not like that. If you rotate like this, the magnetic strength is much weaker and it doesn't snap together. So make sure you got the right angles for the magnets. It should snap like this. This one doesn't align very well, so let me pick a different piece. There, this one looks more like a match. This one also matched nicely. Ta-da! I get my ruler here. As mentioned earlier, for each design, I create that light indentation so it's easier for me to know where to fold. Since my desk is white and this is also white, it's hard to see. I would just put my mouse pad over here. I will soon be having my own mouse pad. You can either use a X-Acto knife or just simply, how you see in most of my videos, is that I put it like this, where the indent is, and then lift it up like that, and that's folded. Honestly, yeah, just do it like this. Ignore the X-Acto knife. It's just much simpler and quicker. I'm pretty sure you could also have your Cricut cut it for you, but maybe have like a setting where it cuts very lightly instead of using more poster board. You can do that the same technique as how you would do your sticker sheet. And if you need a tutorial on how to do that, just let me know. I'll make a video for it as well, because sharing is caring. Oh my god, it's not focusing the whole time. Now that we folded everything, I'm gonna put the magnets in here. Okay, pressing it hard. I like having my hand on both sides like that too, even though I already folded. But having it like that helped me guide it better to make sure that it is placed nicely and evenly. You don't want it looking like that, right? You don't want the white part to be peeking out. So having it like this is folded nicely. And then to press it harder, you don't want to try press like that because it will create square crease from the magnet. So I would usually do it like this, put it down and press it like that. And the other side like that, just to have it stick better. There you go. That you have one magnetic bookmark done. I'm gonna repeat the same thing for all the other bookmarks. Now that I have all them made like this, I'm gonna cut the backing cards for them, which I already printed out here. Oh, someone's calling. My mom called. After I cut all the backing cards, I rounded the corners because, well, it's cuter that way. I like how it's not too pokey. And I just snapped the bookmarks onto the matching backing cards. And this is how they turn out. Just to demonstrate this how it looks like when you use it, let's say I finished reading here, have your bookmark here, open it, place it there, and snap. There you go. I mean, it's pretty thick. You can definitely secure more than 2 pages, like way more, you know, like the gap here. Because I like snapping multiple pages like this. See, even like this, the magnet is pretty strong to hold that many pages. Because like I leave it like this, and after I read blah blah blah, get to this page, I can just close it like that. You can even see it from here. This book is very worn out, I'm sorry, but that's how it works. I hope you find this tutorial helpful, enjoy creating, and have fun. Goodbye, see you.